Hi and welcome to my daily devotional for Friday the 12th of November, and our reading is from Hebrews chapter 11 and verses 26 and 27. He considered the reproach of Christ to be of greater value than the treasures of Egypt, for he was looking for the reward. By faith he abandoned Egypt, not fearing the anger of the king. He endured because he saw him who is unseen. How are we to understand the reproach of Christ? It will help us if we look at Psalm 89 and verses 50 and 51. Consider, Lord, how your servants are disgraced. I carry in my heart the insults of so many people. Your enemies have mocked me, O Lord. They mock the one you anointed as king. The Hebrew word for disgraced is also translated as reproach. In the Greek translation of the Old Testament, the word disgraced is the same Greek word used by the author of Hebrews in chapter 11 and verse 26. So we can see that reproach means to be disgraced. It can also mean to be taunted and to be scorned. It also is used to bring shame on someone. As we look at Jesus, we can see that he suffered all these things as he willingly went to the cross. This was prophesied about Jesus in Isaiah chapter 53 and verse 3. He was despised and rejected, a man of sorrows, acquainted with bitterest grief. We turned our backs on him and looked the other way when he went by. He was despised, and we didn't care. Another question that we might ask is, what did the author mean when he wrote of Christ? He cannot mean that the Lord Jesus Christ reproached Moses or insulted him. Perhaps we should understand that of Christ refers to the insults, rejection, and shameful reproach that Jesus suffered. As the Messiah, Jesus took upon himself this kind of suffering in order to bring to us the salvation of God. All who face this kind of suffering for the purposes of God do so in the faith that God is our deliverer. The reproach that Moses suffered was the reproach that Jesus also suffered. The reproach that we might experience in our walk with Christ is the reproach that Jesus suffered. May God's grace strengthen and support us today.